Good evening, folks. This is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. I'm sorry for going a little late, but I was trying to get things set up. I was on the phone with SD Mountain Man, and I kind of ran a little long talking to him. So that being said, I have some interesting finds. I have some unique things. I think some item upgrades that I'm going to show off here. Nothing fancy, nothing too extravagant. I don't think. Though the interesting find is just a little bit out there, I guess. It's just one of those things that I acquired today for not too much money, and I think it's going to be an interesting addition to certain gear. To be fair, now is it something you would use on a regular everyday basis? Probably not, but will it be an interesting discussion piece until I can figure out what to do with it? More than likely. Um, we are in the process. I'm in the process of doing all this stuff. Yes,
I have a question.
sure.
Is it okay if I borrow this?
What is it?
I need the.
Temporarily, I want it back. Can you bring in the ball?
It's right there.
Oh, okay. Where?
You're looking straight. Look down.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, bud. Okay. Ian was just borrowing a piece of equipment that I had that I didn't realize he was wanting to borrow. So bear with me on that one. Yeah, I'm trying to figure things out here. I just don't have one thing's 100% set up because I'm a little scatterbrained. Not that I want, I'm not. Well, normally that. Hey, Ian,
Yeah.
can you hand me my camouflage hat off my chair? Thank you.
I'm lucky I was in one.
I kind of heard you. Sorry, kind of blind, keep you guys from being blinded by this shiny dome of mine. Hey, Grail folk, how you doing, brother? I've got some interesting things to show off today. Some are kind of standard, for most people. Other one is completely off the wall. And if you ask me why I got it, I don't have an answer. It's just that it has something to do with one of my other hobbies. Not what you think, but it is adjacent. And yeah, and I couldn't beat the price. So that will be discussed in a bit. Also, I have my next opening of my fishing calendar that I will be doing tonight and some other stuff. So, yay. So, hopefully, we'll have some good discussions. We'll find out about the interesting item that I acquired, plus some of the other items I acquired as well. And yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting. I had some interesting news and some great news, but that is going to be withheld until I get more concrete information on what I'm going to do next because it's a big thing. It's going to be one of the biggest things that's happened to me in a very, very long time. Now, that being said, how are you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. I hope you have your coffee because I do happen to have mine. It is right here. Yes, this is my disgusting looking coffee mug. It is what it is. It's got 1 liter of coffee as per usual. I wish I had more of a list of things I can do. I'm trying to get my lights to go a little higher here, so bear with me here. I'm trying to. I broke one of my lights, and it doesn't stand on the stand anymore, so I'm a little scatterbrained right now. But if you're here, please put a 1 in the chat. Please, say, hey, how you doing? I hope your weekend went well. I will be going into the details about my acquisitions and things like that. So, hey, Groundfog, how you doing, sir? I hope you and your family are doing well. I am in severe pain. My knees are killing me. Both of them now, not just one. And that's going to, affect some other things that are coming up in the future. And I don't know if you have any of these, Ground Fog, but I think you should get some if you don't. They're a good item to have for sanitary reasons. Hey, CR, how you doing, brother? I don't know if you have coffee, but it is coffee break time, and I hope you have your beverage of choice. And yes, I've got an very interesting find coming up, and I can honestly say I only bought it because I thought it was weird, and because I do something. One of my other hobbies is really interesting. Anyway, I thought it went along with that side of everything, just because. But yeah. No, that doesn't count. Coffee. Unless you decide, if you're in a decaf kind of person, I'm sorry. Um, Now, coffee flavored ice cream, that technically counts. That kind of thing. Who knows? So, how you been, CR? I hope you are doing well. Now, I was on the phone earlier with Scott from SD Mountain Man. I was telling him about some things we were discussing about things that are coming up for me in my life that are very important, big things, scary things, but big things. And it's a good thing. I just got to figure things out. That's my only issue. Now, got some other things I'm working on as well, but that's beside the point. I am going to be doing my fishing advent calendar after a bit when I get enough people in here, because right now I'm only showing 2 people in here. But yeah, I'm working on things. Maybe even sometime in the future, I might even try the bow drill thing, but not here because I don't have any room. I don't even have a garage or anything, which really sucks. And I definitely cannot kneel. So, yeah, that is what it is. Now, I hope you're well. I hope things are going interesting for each and every one of you in a very, very good way. Yeah. Let's see. I got this thing here. Let's see if this helps. Believe me. Will that help up here? That might help if I can figure out a way to hang it. Give me a second. Can I hang it right there? Oh, I think I can. See if that helps. Hey, that's a little different. It's like right there. An extra light. If it's a little bright, folks, I'm sorry. I know you can see the screen right here. So I wish I could take my glasses off and do it that way, but I can't because I can't see without them. So I'm going to have to keep my head slightly tilted down. What did you hear? Yeah, this light up here is just something I just threw up here. I didn't think I totally spaced it that I could put it right there. Give myself a little bit of light without being too overly bright up here with my overhead. No. So, CR, when you want to come up, you can. The link's right there. Right there. I've got some interesting things to discuss coming up. Oh, dang it, I can't. The second time I dropped that. I think that's upside down. Yep, got me one of these folding stuff. Snacking? No, I don't have snacks. No snacks for me. Scott did say he had to go get some supper, but me, No snacks. Only thing I have in my coffee right now. Oh, you're snacking. Okay. But I don't want to, I was running a little late today, so I apologize for that, folks. I was actually trying to set things up as quickly as I can, and I totally screwed up because I just can't. Oh, that's so funny. I got one of these little things right here from Michael's, of all places. I know you guys can't really see it, but see if this works. I don't know if it will work. It won't work with us. You guys can't really see it. I'm sorry. If I get it turned around like that, you see it's turned around. Yep, that's because I have a 10-penny nail. This. How you doing, brother?
Jump the shark. No,
Do I look like Fonzie to you?
no. I'm here to jump the shark for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have some interesting finds and, well, a weird find and some new item upgrades. Plus my fishing advent calendar thing to do tonight. And some, some hopefully good news in the future once I get some confirmation. I did do something a little different with my lighting today. The light you see in front of me right here is that little rechargeable hanging light that I with a little carabiner clip on it.
Oh yeah.
I clipped it to my one of my bowstrings up here on my bow rack, and it gave me a little bit extra light for up here.
That's good.
Does that look better than it usually does, or not?
Yeah, it makes you look more soft lighted.
Okay, it's not so shadowed.
Yeah, not so in the sunlight.
Yeah. I actually picked up this. I mean, I know it's kind of basic. This is one of those little cheesy little compasses from Michael's. Now, here's the funny part. This thing works. Now, is it a high lensatic compass style? No.
Low CR.
But it does do one thing that compasses are supposed to do.
And ground fog.
It points you to north. That's all it does.
I mean, compasses are not hard to make.
Well, this is a basic, little standard-ish, looking tin deal. Nothing fancy. It's one step above a kid's one. But I was just messing around with a 10-penny nail, just touching it, and the needle spun around and pointed right at it. So that tells me that this thing has a functioning magnet in it.
Well, even the ones that came in Cracker Jacks were a functioning magnet.
Which is really weird.
Compass.
Could you imagine someone having to try to navigate with one of those?
I did.
I mean, all you need to know is where you're at, where you've been, and you'll figure out where you're going.
Yep. If you know the terrain.
Well, even if you don't know the terrain, as long as you keep an eye on how you hold this thing, level, mind you, even if you just mark the outside with a piece of tape or a marker or whatever, that'll give you your point of demarcation where you're from where you're at to where you're going. And it doesn't take much. Long as you balance out that needle right there from this side to this side, and you keep it right between those two needles, you'll keep it on the same line, though your degrees are going to be probably off a little bit because you can't be perfect on the ground.
Yeah, no, that one is also not a precision piece of equipment.
No, but it's not meant to. But if you have a map available, it'll help you orient the map to the compass, which means you can figure out which way to point the map to make it where you can read the terrain properly. But that's all it needs to do. And if you have a local map like Iowa or Texas or whatever, or even your just plain old county map, or even a road atlas, it'll help you figure out which way magnetic north is, so you can turn your map accordingly. And that's half the battle right there.
Oh yeah.
As long as you know where that is, you can figure out where you're going or how you're getting to where you need to go. And that, like I said, I just picked this up for a couple bucks at a Michael's. Now, did I expect this thing to be able to really work?
What's the manufacturer on it?
There isn't any.
Oh.
But it does have all the degrees in north, south, east, and west on it, you know. But it only works if it's on a level surface. So you can hold it in your palm like this.
That's most compasses. Most compasses, you actually need to be level.
Yeah, and it does have a red indicator on it. But what most people don't realize, the red indicator paint on the needles is not the part that's actually pointing anywhere. It's the other side. It's actually the bottom one is pointing south, not north. And even that is a little bit wonky nowadays with the magnetic poles moving a little bit. But that happens, a lot, throughout the years. But yeah. I am going to show off the first of my items that I acquired, that I just got in the mail. And I'll explain why I got it. Well, you can see why I got it as soon as I show you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just going to pop this up.
Sorry, I'm eating dinner.
That's fine. Dude, you make more and more gourmet meals than I ever will. Trust me.
No, we cheated.
You always cheat.
The only restaurant that survived the franchise wars.
Taco Bell?
Yep.
That didn't work at all. That's weird. Oh, this is the one I made. Okay, that's why. Okay. I got my axe here. Now, the only thing that's different about this axe compared to other axes that you usually see about this one.
Hold on. Hey, Brick Barrel, how's it going?
Hey, King. Glad you can make it. Thank you for coming. This axe right here did not originally have this handle. This had a fiberglass handle. I'm not a big fan of fiberglass because eventually they will crack, they will break, and they're hard to replace. So I bought a new handle for it and put the new pieces in, but I need to get a better deal. I had one I was going to set into it, but Ian stole it to put in his axe. So I have to buy a new kit to reinforce this to lock it in place a little better. But that's not the thing I bought. So this is just what I'm using. This is my personal, one of my hatchets. I got more than one. The other one's my military one. But the thing I purchased two of these, by the way, for under $12. And that's these.
Yeah, Brick Barrel's on lunchtime, too.
Okay. I'm not eating. I'm drinking coffee. Let me go big here. I got me a couple of these, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I first got this thing here, all I had was just that little rubber cover. And you know how annoying those are.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 fittings and they're done.
Pretty much.
They're pretty much on there for shipping.
Now, one thing I like about this one, I'm sorry that I went down because I actually had it up and I actually hit the freaking thing up. Thing. This one's also it's not only does it rivet it, it's also stitched. So, which is kind of cool. It's not double stitched, which would make it better, but
Is it padded?
not. I don't think it. It is got a little. It's kind of hard to see, but it's got like a felt liner on the inside. So, somewhat, but not quite. But it just. If you give me a second here. It's got a Velcro on the back here, and a snap in the front. I want to make sure I've got this. Oh, I think I might have it upside down. Give me a second. I'm still learning how to use it. Yeah. But the thing is, it does have a belt loop on it, as you can see. But yeah.
Oh, belt loop? Belt loop? Is there 29 on there?
No. Wrong belt loop. No Gary. But I didn't get just one of those. I got two. Because I got my military one here. It's not perfect because it's got that chip out of the corner right there. I know I need, but it needs a lot of work, as you can see. But it is a military axe, and it is actually one of the better axes. I mean, though there's no deal in here yet, I'm going to correct that. But that's just, and it does need reprofiled badly. But I have a friend of mine who could probably do that for me and make it proper functional, including fixing that little chip out of the deal. But other than that, that's the thing I bought. Now, you wouldn't believe where I picked that up, Jason.
The store?
Which store?
Oh, I have no idea. Goodwill?
Nope. Bought it brand new.
Ollie's?
Who?
Ollie's.
Who's Ollie's?
It's a store that's like taking over for Big Lots.
Oh, never heard of it. And actually, I picked that up from Walmart, of all places.
Menards?
Walmart.
Or Walmart? Wally World?
Yep. And the price is very, very reasonable. I'm actually kind of surprised. And it actually came in a little earlier than I was expecting. So I thought that was kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And this, if you give me a second here, I'll tell you how much it cost for me to pick this up. I got both of these for less than $12.
Not bad.
$11.41 to be exact, which is not bad for. I mean, it's decent quality, not great quality, mind you. It's not leather, but it is slightly padded, and it is nylon, and it's not just riveted; it is stitched. So that's a bonus in my book. And I got two of them. You can't say that's not a bad thing. And I've got one more item still coming in, and I have not seen it yet. So I'm waiting on a second item that I ordered, and I'm hoping it comes in soon.
Good. Oh, by the way, I forget. I haven't told CR why I hate balloons.
The squeaky sound they make?
No, because of the inflation.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And the deflation sometimes.
Yeah. Figured he can use that as a good dad joke.
That is a dad joke. They have all these here, King. They just, I'm not a big fan of their food or anything like that. And they do sell, I guess, low-priced non-food items, but not something I would normally go out of my way for. It's not like they sometimes sell camping gear even, which is really surprising. Pop the question. You need to pop the question, Jason.
What?
CR says you should pop the question.
You did.
I did.
And why can't you do it again?
Because once it's popped, you can't stop.
So that means you can do it again
Yep.
and again and again and again. I did it twice. Now, the unique item I acquired has no practical value in what we do generally. It was just something very weird that I could not say no to the price because when I found out, I go, why do I need that? Just because was the answer. And it didn't cost me an arm and a leg either. Yet.
Good.
So that remains to be seen. Are you guys wanting to see it, or are you guys willing to wait?
Whatever. It's your show.
I understand that, but I want to know if anybody's interested. Otherwise, I'm not going to show it if you're not going to be interested.
You know, save it for Thursday.
No, can't do that. I've got some other stuff I got to do on Thursday, so that's beside the point. But if I'm hoping, if everything goes well, I'll have even more information, news coming up that is very, very, very cool, and all this other fun stuff. But that's neither here nor there at this time. Now, I'm just going to show it to you because I think it's really, really weird. Okay, Jason.
Yeah, I take it King Break Bros from the Florida area.
No, he's from New York.
No, I said Aldi is a supermarket where I am from.
Yeah, he's from New York.
Oh, is he from New York? I know
Yeah.
he lives there.
Yeah. Show it at the top of the hour. Oh, how did you pop the question to Molly? Just curious.
What do you mean?
How'd you originally ask her to marry you? I'm just curious.
Just asked her to marry me. That's all.
I mean, was you just like casually say, "Oh, by the way, will you marry me?" kind of thing, or did you actually
Pretty much.
get down on one knee and all that fun stuff?
No, I just pretty much asked it.
In the shower.
I just, was going along. Next thing I know, I asked Jenny to marry me. She said yes, and
And now you know the rest of the story.
yeah. Do we feel like Paul Harvey?
Yeah, I just pulled a Paul Harvey, yes.
You pulled a Paul Harvey. Okay. Now, let's see here. For those people who did not know, I'm only going to mention this once. I've been informed that we are at war.
Yeah, about 3 days ago.
And we are also been informed that it is an illegal war. Because it was not sanctioned by Congress.
That's right.
So we are not at war, but we are. So
It's a police action.
it is a police action. It's another Vietnam thing going on. But that's beside the point. Can you actually volunteer, get drafted in a police action?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay, just making sure. Because Ian was worried.
No.
Okay, cool.
There's still plenty of soldiers to choose from.
And all the National Guard, apparently, which
Oh, yeah.
I do not agree with, because the National Guard means national soil, not
They can call you from there.
worldwide soil. Huh?
They can call up from reserves and National Guard.
I don't like the fact that they can do that.
Well, are they going to do it? Probably not.
Oh, they're trying to force them to go against their own people, so I don't really care about that either. But you already know how I feel about all that going on anyway. But I'm not. That's just about as far as I'm going to go. So I'm nipping it in the bud right now. Done. Rent over. I will show you guys in about 28 minutes this item I got right here.
Mhm.
I told Ian about it. He rushed over to help me pick it up. I will say this was picked up at a Salvation Army of all places. And I've never seen anything like it before there, and probably will never see it again. But I will say this though, Jenny and I did do something last week that I didn't tell anybody about. We went to look at a house the other day, and we may have put in an offer. And you can pretty much guess what happened.
they said yes.
They said yes. Now the only problem is we got to make sure we can come up with the funding for it.
How's the truck running?
I need to get a tire replaced. It's a little rough, needs a tune up. It's running a little fast on the idle. So I need to get it idled down a little bit.
Mhm.
It might need a tune up because it is an older truck. And it might need the oil indicator pump, the line replaced. It doesn't stop it from running as long as I keep an eye on the oil, level manually. But other than that, it runs fine. It actually runs better than it used to because it's actually getting a lot more fuel than it used to.
It's amazing what happens when you get fuel.
Yeah, when you get an actual brand new fuel pump, it kind of makes it run better for some unknown reason. So it's got a lot more power than it, because I think whoever owned it before did not know, or they did know and did not change it on the fuel pump. And they just changed the idle up to keep the engine running faster. Then when it finally got to where it had fuel, now it's running higher.
Now, did they also change the fuel filter?
I don't know, probably, because I think it's in the fuel tank. Because they had to replace
the fuel tank, and then there's also one on the driver's side, underneath the bed, right there on the inside of the frame.
I'm going to have to look on that one, or I can just call over there tomorrow and ask.
Yeah.
But they were paid to change a fuel pump. That was what they were paid for. The extra stuff, like the strapping for the fuel tank and another item that was needed replaced, was extra, which I paid out of my own pocket, but still the whole thing cost $1,220.
Yeah.
Which is not bad for getting all that stuff taken care of.
Yeah, changing the fuel filter is actually quite easy.
Filter is easy. Fuel pump, not so much when it's in the tank.
No, I know you got to take the bed off of it.
No, they had to drop the tank.
Oh, they dropped the tank?
Yeah, and the straps were rusted out.
Yeah, for me it was easier to take off the bed because I had to do 2 fuel pumps at one time.
But I'm going to talk to them about replacing my fuel pressure gauge. I know what's wrong with it. I know exactly what's wrong with it, but I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
And I need to find out how much it's going to cost to fix it.
Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of a computer now so that we can check both vans because they're running a little on the rough side. And with all the computers and everything else in there, it's really hard to pinpoint exactly what it is.
This is why I miss my F-150. F-100. I had a 1970 F-100.
Yeah, like I said, there's no computers in it.
There's no computers in it.
Yeah.
And it ran like a top, but I was stupid in my first marriage, and my ex-wife convinced me to get rid of it. She said, "Oh, we don't need a second vehicle." Like a dummy.
No, you always have a second vehicle because it's a backup plan.
You give up yours.
Yeah.
Well, this was the F-150 had whoever owned it before my dad, who I bought it off of, they welded a 1/4-inch plate of steel in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing ran like a beast. But I will say this: I did sell it to a police officer.
Let me guess, was it the straight 6 in there?
I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know.
F-100, yeah, more likely it probably was the straight.
But I mean, this is when I was, in my early 30s, so I don't know. I wasn't paying attention because I just got out of the service, and I didn't know what I was doing. To be fair. Now, if I would have known better since then, I would have kept it. Because after that, I went to a 78 Chevy Suburban, which sucked. Now, is it still a good vehicle when it comes to like EMPs and stuff? Yeah, but it sucked gas like crazy. And no, it was not the diesel version. It was the regular gasoline version. But
Well, you know why the Army likes the old 80s ones, right?
which ones? What are you talking about? The
The
Chevys?
1960s, Chevy Suburbans.
No, I don't actually.
They make great target practice.
Haha.
No,
No,
I'm sure they do. They hold
I
up.
don't. I know. The one thing I did like, the Chevys that they did like that I had, is when I first joined the my ambulance unit. The ambulances that we had were the 1010s, M1010,
Mhm.
and those are the Chevy Blazer ambulances. And those things were the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in a military vehicle in my entire life. Up until they switched them over to Humvees. And they went downhill from there.
Let's try these. My hose.
What are you pointing at there, CR? Are you pointing at the item I got right here? Right over there? Only thing, I mean, I got a compass over here. I've got an axe over here. I've got a bow fishing reel over here. That's not heavy.
There they are.
Oh, I even have a couple of these, Jason. I think I showed these to you before, right?
I think so.
Give me a second here. I feel stupid until these things up. There we go. Yeah. Ian told me he tested these, by the way. Okay. These things are so skinny. There it is. These right here. Tiny slivers of soap. We should all have these in our bug out bags. If you don't already have real soap already.
Yeah, I got real soap. Actually, I got the soapy, like the towelettes, but they're soap.
Well, those are okay, but I don't like the fact that you have something you have to dispose of. And and if you're in a survival situation where you could be possibly tracked, people can spot those even if you try to bury it. You know?
It's a trap.
Huh?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Okay, General Akbar. I believe that's the correct name, I think. Jenny would know. She's the Star Wars geek. No, I actually like camp suds, to be honest, because they're biodegradable. A little bit goes a long way, and you can use camp suds for everything, from your clothes to your hair,
Yeah.
to your dishes, you name it. One thing does it all. And it's biodegradable on top of all that.
I also have the regular Dawn soap too. So
Dawn only goes so far, and it does
Yeah.
leave a residue, whether they say it does or not, because it does degrease, yes, but the bubbles are forever, pretty much. It's hard to disguise those, to be fair. Now, do I use Dawn soap? Yes, I do. But do I use it in my gear? No, I don't. Yep, those are soaps, CR. And I have different colors of them. I got them in purple. I've got them in blue. I got them in green. I got them in orange. I got them in yellow.
by the way, I'm going to be trying these out.
Okay, what's the difference between those and the regular ones you use?
These ones are a what do you call it? A frangible.
A what?
So-called frangible pellet.
What's that mean?
There's enough surface on there, so when it hits something, it opens up like
It fragments?
it mushes out like a mushroom better.
Okay. It mushes better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've been using the slugs on the mice.
Right. That's what you said.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna try these and see how these perform.
Okay.
Since they got 2 more the other night.
Now, there is something I'd love to see you try if you can do it. 2 things I could think of that might work is something you could do is that like Zach Fowler does. Not the air rifle part, but the slingshot part.
The slingshot.
He does use slingshots. You know he does. That's what he was famous for when he was on alone.
I've never used a slingshot before.
I think with your
Okay.
aiming capability, I think you'd be really good at it. Let's see, what was the other thing? A blowgun would probably be an option, possibly.
I got blowguns.
Have you used them on a mouse?
Yeah. How do you think I've been getting them?
Not your rifles.
It's still up.
An actual lung-powered
Oh no.
projectile. I think you can do it. Your aim is good. We know that. Even though you do have some eye issues, I think your aim is really impeccable, though, even without the scopes and stuff. You know, because I actually have seen people attach lasers to their blowguns, which is really weird, but I've seen it done.
If I have attached a laser to it, I got to paint it like a shark.
And that's a bad thing?
Well, everybody knows every evil doer has to have a sharks with lasers on it.
If you're going to do that, you're going to have to shave your head. You really don't want to do that. Unless you're Scott Evil, who has the really bright red hair. Until the end of the movie, then he lost all his hair and.
Well, I got the evil gloves.
Well, that's kind of cool. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I spent almost all day yesterday getting parts for the van because I blew a piston on the rear brakes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
What a mess. Oh.
The only other thing I have to do with my truck that I know of is that I've got to replace the spare tire hanger. But that's fairly simple. A couple bolts that comes out, go to the junkyard, buy another one, screw it back in. They're pretty standard when it comes to trucks.
It's already still full.
You know?
Still got 3 burritos in that box.
I can replace the tire at the same time.
Yeah.
Because the old tire that I took off and replaced, I was down to the cords before I fixed it.
Now make sure before you reel that thing back up and store it, don't forget to spray everything down with a PB blaster.
What's PV blaster?
It's like a WD-40. It leaves a coating on there.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that, to be
It
honest.
keeps it from seizing.
Oh, okay. I never have really seized until now. And because the thing has been, I don't think this thing's ever been replaced or fixed or anything like that. But the part of the cables snapped half partially, which caused it to bind on the inside. And I can't get it down far enough to do anything. But so I'm just going to replace it and go from there. That way it'll be fully functional. I'll make sure to put some some 3-in-1 oil to keep it lubricated and all this other stuff. Because especially since, winter's not over yet, but it's Iowa, anything's possible. It could be nice tomorrow, but then again, the next day it might get 3 feet of snow.
Yeah, because we're supposed to, starting tomorrow, we're supposed to get adverse weather in the panhandle of Texas, Oklahoma, and into Kansas. And it's supposed to slowly move over the next 4 days.
Bad weather?
Yep.
We're hoping to get some rain.
I'm hopeful we get some rain out of it, but I don't know.
Well, we're supposed to get some rain, but I can't guarantee much more than that. That's what Jenny told me. Humidity is going to go up to 94%, all the way up to tomorrow is going to be up to 98%. But the
Hold on.
temperature, go ahead.
CR, did you see it coming from the sky, or was it left over on the ground? He said he saw snow today.
I see that.
The cone?
Is it okay? Was it Snow the actual thing, or Snow the actual rapper, who's also Canadian?
Or the powder.
That's a whole different thing. That's just a nickname.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help that one.
I think that if he said he saw Snow the rapper, then okay, that would be interesting. But give us an idea about more of CR's tastes, because he's the one that did that Informer song way back in the day.
Yeah.
I just want to see rain, that just not the frozen food variety. Okay. Yeah, he heard you there, Molly.
Yeah.
I typed it in.
Snow cone would be a good idea. But we are, see, my weather is we're gonna have a high of 49 tomorrow.
Yeah.
It would be pineapple.
Oh wow, Thursday is going to be really interesting. We're going to get in the 50s.
Yes, we're supposed to have one more drop for us. I just don't know how cold it's going to get.
It's going to get up to 54 on Thursday, but I'm checking to see what the 10-day forecast is, according to weather.com.
Yeah, we're supposed to get down to next Wednesday, down to 46 for the 2 days.
Okay. Wow. Friday, 68 degrees
For the low or for the high?
for the high, but that's not the big one. The big one is Monday, 73.
Wow.
Yeah, we're already up in the 80s already.
For us, that's unheard of.
Right now.
This time of year, we do not get 70-degree weather anywhere. But the next day, it drops down to 68, then to 36, but goes up to 41, to 43, down to 37, down to 36,
You're on the roller coaster.
pretty much. And the winds are going to be the same way, because we're going from like 9 miles an hour to 16 miles an hour to 15 miles an hour to 19 miles an hour to 17 miles an hour, up to 23 miles an hour, back to 18 miles an hour. Yeah. We're going to have
Everything upward, chances of rain.
We're also going to go from cloudy to mostly cloudy to thunderstorms to partly cloudy to sunny to mostly sunny to scattered thunderstorms. Wednesday, snow showers.
Snow
Yeah.
shower.
In the snow showers in the middle of all that.
That's like wet snow.
It's snow that comes down but doesn't stick.
Yeah.
That's where black ice happens a lot, and there's nothing you can really do about it except watch out when you drive. As a person who's dealt with that before, and yeah. Oh, tonight there is a eclipse going around.
I'm going to sleep through it.
I don't know where that's going to be in conjunction to Iowa. Let me see what it is for us. A total lunar eclipse in Iowa. I'm going to see if I can see it. If I
At
can,
the time.
I'm looking. It's actually going to be a partial penumbral is going to be at 2:80 a.m. Is that right now, or is that already over? I hope not. Yeah, that should have happened this morning. I missed it.
Oh, then I slept through it.
I slept through it. I didn't know anything about it. It went totality at 5:04 this morning. Otherwise, I would have took a picture of it. I was up at 4. And Des Moines would have seen 100% obscuration, so I missed it. At 2:44 a.m.
Maybe next time.
Max at 5:30. But it lasted for 2 hours and 27 minutes. But other than that, no, yeah. Man, I figured to get more people. Who's all here? We got CR, we got King, we got Ground Fog, we got Molly, we got you, we got me. Who else is here?
Took.
Took's here? Hey,
Yep.
Took. How you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Just a little slight recap. Got some new covers for my axes. I got 2 of these. These are just simple ones. But got 2 of them for less than $12 from Walmart, of all places. And, because Walmart.com, you can get pretty much everything you can get from Amazon, but they're not exactly Amazon quality. They're Walmart quality, but the same kind of thing. But in about 6 minutes, I will be showing off the weird item I acquired. And like I said before, I have no definite idea what I'm going to do with it. But I find it very, very interesting. And I will give you a little hint. It only cost me $2.98. So I'm not out like a ton of money or anything like that. I am going to be checking one thing while I'm doing this just to see if and I'm going to see if the item I acquired, how much it normally goes for and what I actually paid for it. See how much of a difference there is. Okay. Dang, that one didn't have it. Oh, wow. That's an interesting upgrade. I would love to see somebody get some more Kydex stuff. Do you ever know anybody who works in Kydex, Jason?
No.
I don't. I mean, I have some items that may need some new sheaths. If you're willing to, you tell me how much you'd charge, I'd mail my knife to you, and you can help me figure it out. Because I know that Took's in Florida. I do know that. Okay, that's pretty cool.
I have no idea in what it entails, so
I don't have anything in Kydex, to be fair. I mean, I've got some really cool things, knives and stuff, but they don't have any like what you call high-end sheaths or anything like that. Because I have a bunch of Moras, but they got those cheap plastic sheaths, But you only get them in the plastic sheaths or you get them in the leather sheaths. But there's no middleman, and there's nothing that really is really good form-fitting.
Yeah. I'm actually reading on it right now, what it actually is.
I mean, I am familiar with it. I'd look forward to it. What you could, what's going to cost and everything else. And as long as you let me pay you before everything, including shipping. I'm not I don't want anything for free. I'll pay you fair market value. Plain and simple. Now, if I had the time, I could make leather sheaths. But I haven't really worked with leather in years. I got my kit right here next to me, but I used it for making pouches and arm guards and belts and stuff, not sheaths. Never learned that one. Now, Hey, Jason, what would you think? A leather or a kydex sheath for something like these?
Mm, no, it'd be too hard to get them in and out.
Okay. Will work for food? So I can send you a pizza card or something from a business down in Florida? I think that would be an interesting way of a transaction, wouldn't it, Jason?
Yeah,
He says, we'll work for food?
I'll be feeding a lot of people here coming up in the next few weeks.
You're working for the VFW?
No, we're going to be doing the YouTube family reunion.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's not until April, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a few weeks away.
Well, this is the first week, so yeah. I can't tell you if I'm going to make it or not because of what's going on right now, because the expenses and everything. And if my truck was 100% trustworthy, I would consider it.
Improper funding.
Proper funding would be the biggest one. But right now, I'm trying to find funding for a permanent location.
Yeah, work on that.
My life than anything else. Now,
Yeah,
I
work on
mean,
that.
we did save $35,000. Just saying. He wanted $130,000 for this place. We got it down to 95, which is a big jump.
Mm-hmm.
We were actually kind of surprised. So, if he works for food, I will definitely look for businesses in his area I could buy online food cards for and just have them sent to him and go that route. I do pay him, but in food. That way he can order food while he's doing stuff. I think that's an interesting concept, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't wait till I can make chili.
Okay, it is now 8 o'clock, top of the hour. Now, this item, I'm going to show you part of it. Definitely no pizza. Allergic? Okay. What about lasagna? Subway? Something like that. Okay, here's the first item. First half of the item. I'm not going to show you the entire thing yet. Let me go big here. I'm already home, so I can't go home. I'm just going to go big. Here's half of the item right here.
It's a sword coat.
No, it looks like spurs.
Is it a spur?
No.
It's the key.
No, if he's got the other half, he's got some handcuffs.
Oh, is it handcuffs? I mean, ugh. Oh no! No, definitely not handcuffs. Too small. My hands are too big for that. It's too big for my hands.
Is there a big ball on the other end
Maybe.
for your ball and chain?
Give me a second.
Yeah, okay.
Now, here's the cool part. I showed you the price. I told you the price. That's the price. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I was looking on a website, one of my sites that I go to.
Does it take a key?
I'll show you this. This part here is the key,
Oh, okay.
and it just unscrews. So it comes out. But by going the other way, it opens up.
It's the key that Robin and Walkley didn't have.
And opens up.
Like
From
ours.
her chastity belt.
So this is a very real. This is not fake. It's not what you call high end. It's just a simple one. It is more for looks, but it is real, of a sort. So I am going to show you this because I think this is cool too. This is how much it normally goes for.
No, but that'd make a nice prop for Halloween with the skeleton on a chair.
That's how much this particular one. This is the exact same one. That's how much it usually goes for.
Uh,
I can't see that. How much is it?
$68.95.
Okay.
That's, I mean, you can't tell me that's not a good deal. Look at that. That's the
And
exact same one I got.
How heavy is it?
It is 6.07 pounds. I weighed it.
Um,
and what you gonna do with it?
you put it on your wrist, and you got a nasty weapon.
No, well, I was trying to figure out a bushcraft way to do something with it. I can't figure it out. What I could use it for. But
Killing squirrels.
Ian said, "Oh, you can use it as an anchor." No, because it's round and there's nothing for it to catch on anything on the bottom to hold it in place. It would just be pulled along if it was that case. I was thinking about if I could use it to try to use it like an actual hammer throw type situation, with it to use it to throw a bear bag over a line or something. Who knows?
They're fishing poles for.
Huh?
No, she says that's what the fishing pole is for.
No, we don't always have a fishing pole when you're backpacking. I do, but not everybody else.
You can make a deadfall trap too.
That would probably make a good deadfall trap. Definitely not a more of what is it? A spring trap maybe, with the weight
Yeah, just
on this.
gravity. Gravity will do the work for it. Gravity will do the work for you.
Yeah, it is. It is 6 pounds with the chain and the lock, and just a hair over that. It might be less once I take the tag off, obviously, but not by much. So about 6 pounds. But this is a solid ball, probably hollow. It's not hollow. This is solid. Sorry, let me close this off here. This is solid. Now, this is like a shot put almost. Now, you could do like they do in the cartoons. You put some of this in somebody's cannon and shoot it, and it's still attached to the person on the other side. And all you do is you end up seeing a leg go flying across the battlefield. No body attached because it got ripped off. This was not a spur of the moment. Well, technically it was, because it's just one of those things that's so weird. You go, why would I need this? I tried to talk myself out of it. But it's freaking cool. When am I going to see something like this for that price? Never. And I showed Jenny when she got home. She loved it. So, yeah. What we could do is, like, for Halloween, eventually, we get a giant skeleton. We put him in a chair, wrap this thing around his leg, and this is the last person who tried to steal from us, kind of thing. One of those giant skeleton deals.
Yeah.
Put that around one of those giant skeleton
What I
deals.
said earlier.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah. But that's, I think that's an interesting find, if anything, as you know. Now, if you're ready, Jason, there is one more item that you and I have been really discussing a lot of recently. It is my weekly thing that I've been getting into a lot lately. And by the way, this new place I'm looking at that we put a bid in, got accepted, is less than a quarter mile from a state park lake.
That's good.
Yeah. You can literally look out our living room window at the lake. And literally we can look out our entry door and see deer or turkey or rabbits or squirrels, because we have 3 lots of woods to go with the property, in addition to the property that we were actually going to be on.
Yeah, speaking of rabbit, I got a nice one in the backyard now.
Well, but you don't touch those things.
No, I want more rabbits.
Now, technically, you could trap them, then domesticate them.
No.
That way you can breed them.
It's against the law.
Not here.
It is
because
here.
Jenny raised rabbits for food.
It's wild game, so we can't touch them.
Really?
Yep.
Yes, we have 3 food plots. And if I was able to These are walnut trees in here in this place. Yes, we have walnut
That's
trees.
what's been coming in and eating all my sunflower seeds.
Okay.
Put out for the mice.
So you could pick up some baby bunnies and raise them that way. And then, oops, they got loose. Increase the wild rabbit population. But then again, it is a double-edged sword because they can attack your garden.
Yeah, they can, but as long as there's food out there for them, like I said, I'll be planting stuff out in the forest here soon, and just let it go wild. That'd be for them.
But also adding more rabbits, especially bucks, will increase the breeding stock overall to a healthier breeding stock overall. Might be a good thing too. You never know.
Yeah, because the rabbit will come in there and he'll sit there for like 2 hours.
It's taunting you.
Flower seeds.
It's taunting you.
I know. Problem is, he's eating my mouse bait.
Well, then you're going to have to do a thing.
Nope, I'm gonna raise it off the ground and put little planks up there so the mice can climb up it, and then they can eat off of there.
What are the rules for live trapping and relocating?
Once you trap, you cannot leave the piece of property with a live animal. A wild animal, yes.
Even if it's considered a nuisance animal?
Yep.
That's dumb.
No, it's not. It's actually kind of brilliant. The
Why?
reason is so if there is a disease, they can't be spreading it.
But you can't kill it. You can't do anything to it except let it eat your property. Your
Well, no, that's when it comes down to a pest control.
That's what you are, though. You are a pest hunter.
Yes, I know. Problem is, I need more of them.
You are protecting your crops. That is, there's a mandate for that.
Yeah. That's why I have old saw blades sitting out there. You know what? I have not hit it with the new air rifle yet. I don't know how loud it's going to be.
Who knows?
I need to test that tonight.
Test what again?
Shooting the steel blade to see how loud it is.
You said you had a pan out there at one time, didn't you?
Yeah, pan's covered up right now. But the saw blade's not.
Okay, that's good at least.
I want something that's going to ring really loud.
Oh, there's something you could do for us, though, Jason.
What?
Put a mic out there.
A what?
Microphone. So we could hear it.
Oh, no, you'll hear it.
No, I won't.
Oh, yeah.
Because I won't be there. Which is why I want you to, I want to be able to hear it.
You'll hear it.
From all the way in Texas, I'll hear it.
No.
With my hearing? Really?
No, it'll be on video.
I was making fun of you, Jason. Because you know how I have to wear hearing aids.
Yeah.
Bluetooth, metal targets when you hit them with your new mushroomable pellet heads, right?
No, I like the new ones that they have now. They've had them for a few years. There's a pressure plate on them, and when it moves and they touch, it blinks. A little LED light on the top of the target, so you can see it from hundreds of yards away.
Oh wow! Now, Took, do you hunt? I know you live in Florida. Do you hunt down there? CR does not. He's never said that he hunts. I know in Canada things are a little weird.
He hunts for bargains.
Yeah. Hey, Howie, how you doing, brother?
Hello, Howie.
I know Howie is like the king of the food forest, but do you hunt too, Howie? Like pest animals on your property to keep them from destroying your food forest. Because I did find out that
He missed the fifth. Watch.
miss the what?
He's going to admit the fifth.
Yes,
He's not going to say yes or no.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
I want to hunt.
That is cool, Tuck. By the way, for those people who since you have not seen it, Howie, I acquired something today that I think is really interesting. I'm going to show you real quick.
No, he has
Okay.
to go back and watch the whole video to find it.
Nah,
Oh
I
darn!
like Howie. Okay, picked up one of these. No, that is not a cannonball.
It can be.
It can be. I've actually mentioned that. You know what else it could be? Bocce ball. Oh, lawn bowling.
Yeah.
I've seen people do that with cannonballs and stuff. But yeah,
Well, Chuck, do you have Instagram?
I think he does. You wouldn't believe how much I paid for that one there, Howie. I'll show you just because it's.
No, I got a good cannon.
And you can see where I got it from. Salvation Army. And all sales are final for $2.98. I heard about the iguanas. You should have got them when they were dropping from the trees a while back. There took because I heard a lot of people harvested for charity back then.
Well, a lot of people have been cooking them down there, finding lots of different ways to cook with them.
Well, with the abundance of meat, why not?
They are coming up with some pretty nice gourmet food with them.
You've been sending recipes, haven't you?
No, it wouldn't be hard to figure any out.
You got
Especially
booted from Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest simultaneously. You can still go back. You should be fine by now.
start another account because you can get a hold of me on Facebook or Instagram. You can direct message me.
Same thing for me. Though my Facebook one is not Kincaid Outdoors. It's just Colan Kincaid there. But that's amazing if you found two large iguanas alive. But that's probably because their mass was big enough that it didn't matter.
Where did I leave my phone?
But I don't get on Pinterest too much. I also don't get on. Well, with the exception of a couple of places. What's that one thing
What's all these messages showing up all of a sudden?
I don't know. Okay, keep us informed there, Took. What was it?
Oh, we're under burn ban.
Yeah.
That means you can't get rid of the cardboard boxes.
Groundfog runs that board that he goes. He runs for that survival group. What platform is that again? I can't remember. I am drawing a blank right now. Reddit. He runs a Reddit group.
Really? I opened up my YouTube page and it's showing me a Duke 650. That's funny.
What is it?
Foothold trap.
Oh, really? Let me open up my YouTube page and see what happens. I haven't been on there yet.
Give me a moment.
I got me as a caricature of a left-handed archer, which is basically the picture you saw tonight with me with all my different things. What are you going to try a new name there, Took? And if you are, don't forget to send us your information so we can follow you. Florida Boogaloo. Nothing wrong with that one. What? I'm surprised you're not using Florida Man, because a lot of people are, apparently. Right, Jason?
What was that now?
He said he's going to change his name to Florida Boogaloo. Told him to try Florida Man.
That one, I don't know if that one will go through.
Because it might be considered racist?
No,
Why would it go through then?
because it is a group of gentlemen who are here in the U.S. that are really, really far right.
It's political, in other words.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm trying to be nonchalant as possible because we are live on YouTube.
Thank you. I really appreciate you not,
Yes.
because I did my little mini political rant earlier, and then I'm done with that. I have been getting more political stuff on my channel recently, and I don't really like it. I was confronted by Gary the other day because he called me something really bad. He said, if I'm not a Democrat, if I'm not a Republican, I must be a Democrat. I told him, no, I'm not. I'm independent. I remember the Electric Boogaloo movies and let's see. Let's see. That was Breakdance 2, Electric Boogaloo, I think.
Sorry.
Breakdance 2, Electric Boogaloo, and all that stuff. That was way back in the day. I remember that one. I watch all those dance movies from way back in the day because it's good music. But I'm weird like that. Okay, Jason, I'm going to go a little bit off center here, but not by too much. Was there any skills that you would have seen in a movie growing up that you said, I have got to try that? You tried it and it worked. Even though it was totally not practical or anything like that. It just sort of one of those weird off-the-wall things. Whether it be survival, bushcraft, gardening, whatever.
I can change things by staring at it,
Yeah, Molly says she can change things by staring at it,
like red lights.
like red lights.
She's psychic. Telekinetic even.
No. Some of the stuff I saw, I tried to do, and I got stopped before I did it.
Making gunpowder? Building a trebuchet? What?
That kind of stuff, yes.
Well, I knew you were working with the gunpowder part already
Mm-hmm.
because we saw the Canon videos. Well, I did. So
Mhm.
I'm assuming that was a part of it. But now, for people who do not realize, siege weapons, medieval siege weapons, are perfectly legal to own.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're American or not. You could have a freaking arsenal of siege weapons in your front yard, and they can't say a word about it.
As long as it's not modern.
Huh?
As long as it's not a modern siege weapon.
No. Medieval siege weapons is what I said.
Yes.
We're talking ballista, trebuchet.
Yeah,
catapults,
you
all
can't.
the-
Yeah, you can't have a 7.77 artillery piece. No.
Nothing gunpowder powered.
Oh,
But you can, you can have.
You can have Civil War cannons. You just can't have anything that takes a shell.
So something that shoots something that's similar to this.
Yes.
Is perfectly fine.
Black powder cannon. Yes.
Uh,
Muzzle loader. Muzzle loader.
Muzzle loaders are perfectly
Muzzle
legal.
loader. I gotta make that
They're
sure.
not considered firearms.
No.
But the thing is, can you imagine someone having a complete
No.
siege arsenal, full size, and if anybody asks, what do you use it for? Punkin' chunkin'.
Yeah, I said now if it has a breach that opens up and you stick a shell in there, close it. You cannot have unless you have
No.
a special permit.
Pneumatic powered ones are perfectly legal.
Pneumatic, yes.
They didn't specify. They do make breech versions. pneumatic breech versions, because I seen it on Pumpkin Junket, so I know that's a real thing. So
And-
I do know you can do that as long as it's pneumatic, not combustion.
I gotta find out how much psi a
Though I will say that there are exceptions to that.
yeah. I wonder how much psi a 2-inch oh shoot what is it, a conduit, the rigid conduit will handle.
I have no idea. What I was going to suggest is that you can make the world's largest potato gun,
Mhm.
because potato guns are somehow legal. What do you shoot out of it? Pumpkins,
It's still lethal.
but not illegal.
No,
No, not illegal.
and they'll eat the evidence.
But can you imagine if people try to say we're going to come take over your property, steal all your stuff, and they get bombarded by all these thousands of pumpkins coming out of the sky? Goes, what the heck is going on? And they're using medieval projectiles against modern weaponry, and the thing is, there's no defense against it, because you wouldn't think to get even a riot shield cannot handle a 30-pound pumpkin coming out of the sky.
No.
There is no way you're going to brace yourself for that. And if someone does a potato gun, the velocity of those things, it's going to hurt. I don't care who you are. And if you get hit by it, it's going to break your firearm. It's going to break your arm or something.
Well, if you think about it, you got a half a pound of potato traveling at 400 feet per second. That's still got a lot of
Mass.
mass to it. Yes.
Can you imagine someone doing a watermelon? Ooh.
Yeah. A watermelon. Yeah, you got something that's going to be
A cantaloupe, a watermelon. I think a cantaloupe would work really well, I think.
Personalized watermelon that weighs about 2 pounds, 3 pounds.
Like Took said, the A-Team used a cabbage gun.
Yeah.
I don't know about pumpkins filled with sand, but frozen pumpkins, frozen watermelon. Because all that water frozen, that's going to hurt. Frozen water balloons, that would really be sucky. But the thing is, you would never run out of ammo in the wintertime. Exactly. Now, though, if anybody is smart and knows their medieval history, they know about the rolling shield barriers.
Yeah.
But not everybody knows that. You and I know this, Jason, because we're smart. We know our history.
I'll tell you what. I said it can handle arrows being shot at it, stuff like that. But when you got like 2 or 3 pounds coming at you at like 450 feet per second, no, it's gonna take it apart.
Oh, no, to be fair, people will probably end up using marbles. They will probably be using ball bearings. Things that are not technically considered common, but that was basically like grape shot back in the Civil War. Doing something like that. Frozen grapes. Oh my gosh.
Saying that it's a war field.
Say what?
They had no frozen food in the Civil War.
No. Oh, yes, they did.
When their food froze, but still.
Yeah. But then again, their feet froze, everything else froze on that too. But nowadays, if we can figure out a way to do that, if someone keeps even a monochrome of, I guess, liquid nitrogen on hand, you can do a lot.
You have balls of ice.
Ooh. Ice. There's nothing illegal about ice balls. Now, is there?
No.
Just painful.
Oh,
Yeah, they melt away. But
Frostbit when they're done.
to be fair, and everybody else in the matter, other items that could be used as projectiles. Dice. D&D dice. of any kind. Those would work as both ammo, as caltrips, you name it. Jacks, kids' toys, perfectly, functionable caltrips, all that stuff. A
Sharpen
D20, definitely a D20. Now, I've seen some really big D20s and D30s and stuff like that. D100s.
They won't fly straight though.
They're not what you call totally spherical, but some of them are unique. And the fact is, it's kind of hard to defend against something that doesn't fly exactly straight anyway. True.
Yep.
And you go to defend your top, and it comes down and hits you, clips out your kneecap. Not something you really want to feel, even if it is a tiny little plastic piece. Something like that hitting your kneecap at 300 miles an hour. Ouch. Golf balls. Thank you. There's another one. Golf balls, baseballs, softballs, anything like that, if you have abundance of them. So, medieval weaponry can be devastating in the right format. Especially for defense, mostly. Now, would I use that for an offense? No. Because it's not practical to try to carry that much ammunition. And making your own just forget it. I'm sure Jason could understand that. And probably come up with better ideas than mine. Right, Jason?
No, sorry. I was thinking about a dog named Sparky.
Why Sparky?
Had balls of steel.
Did he have a magnetic personality too?
No, when he would drag across the asphalt, it'd spark.
Ooh. He really had some big ones, didn't he?
I know what golf balls can do, CR. I worked on golf courses for a number of years. They hurt, trust me.
That's why the guy who goes to collect those on the driving range has to be in that metal cage looking thing. Even then, there's no guarantee one might not make it through. These guys are whacking the crap out of those things. Well, the thing is, that's what most people don't realize. Medieval weaponry do work really freaking well.
Oh, yeah.
They were designed to do one thing. They cause mass casualties. But that's neither here nor there. So it is now 8:30. I'm going to be opening up my next Advent calendar, fishing calendar section. Jason, any suggestions? Any ideas what you might think it might be? Is it going to be a deep water lure? Should it be a spoon? What?
It'll probably be a floating one.
You think it's going to be a floating one?
Yeah.
Because I've had a couple of deep water ones. This is going to be number 13, by the way. This one right here. So I'm hoping it is too, because I don't have a lot of floating ones. I got a couple, but not. Ooh. Interesting. Jason.
Is it a frog?
I don't know if it's a frog yet. It is a floating one, and it's
Make it big.
translucent a little bit.
Make yourself big so I can see it.
Give me a second. I haven't opened it up yet. It's got one of those little rubber band deals I told you about. I am going to pull it completely out of the package so you guys can see it better. I'm going to figure out how to open it up. Come on, where's the freaking top of this thing? Usually they have a little folded piece that I can. There it is. I can rip open so I can get into it. There you go. This one here is actually pretty. At least I think so, anyway. unfortunately, it's got some major hooks. Oh, it came out without being snagged. Cool.
We'll test the hook with your finger.
I already did. It caught me.
Oh, that's a deep diver.
But that's translucent a little bit. You can see my finger through it. See?
Oh shoot!
Here, I'm gonna show you.
I think off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of it. I've been out of fishing too long.
Look at that. I'm sorry, I can't really see. Okay, let me go look, see if I can get this thing. That's a little bit blue, as you can see right here.
That's gonna be your deep diving, really deep diving lure.
It's got the eyes. As you can see.
Yeah.
I know it's because this is really deep.
Yeah, that's
But it
probably
will.
that's gonna be between your 4 and 8 feet.
Okay. It does have some little tube thingies. As you can probably see the little flaws right in here. But it is translucent. You can see my finger in the background going through it a little bit. But yeah.
It's not a crankbait. Oh.
I don't think it'll float though.
Yeah, it will float if it's not being dragged in the water.
But it's a solid piece. It's not hollow.
Oh, it'll float.
It'll float? Okay.
It'll float. Yeah, when you pull on the when you reel it in, it'll dive down deep.
Yeah, it's got the little hook loop right there to hook it to, with a little ring right there.
I can't remember what those are called off the top of my head.
I don't know either. I could take a picture of it and try to see, but that doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah, I will.
Give me a second. Let me see if I can remember where I put my phone. I just had it.
Just Google Glass it. It's,
I was talking to Scott before I started, so that's why I started about 2 minutes late. This is one thing I have not done about any of my lures that I've acquired so far. I have not done this kind of search.
It's kind of a crankbait, but
it's a hard crankbait. Translucent.
I think it's a deep dive crankbait or something like that.
Okay.
They have another name for it.
They're calling it a 3.5-inch feather tail herring crankbait lure, but this one's a little shorter because it's kind of chubby body. It tells you how to use it. I'm not sure what they have not said what it's for though.
It's for bass, crappie, bluegill if you're in Lake Havasu. Let's see. Walleye will go after it. Perch will go after it. Muskie will go after it. Jackfish will go after it.
Only if the place I'm fishing has those things.
Yeah.
Okay, this one here says it's good for bass, large and small. Beyond bass, the lure is effective for walleye, northern pike, and muskie, like you said. Trout and salmon, not common. We do have trout, but no salmon here.
Trout is a salmonoid.
But no actual salmon, as known as the regular salmon that we know of.
Ocean salmon.
Yeah, we don't get that here in Iowa. And any panfish like perch or bluegill. But that's basically it.
Well, yeah, because the water's too warm, Took. Now, that would probably work really good where Took is for the peacock bass. Even though it's not a bass, it's a type of cichlid. But
yeah, I've got a lot.
Snakeheads will bite it.
I think that's going to be a really interesting catching one. I'm going to have to figure out what kind of setup for how do I attach it to my line and things like that.
You see a little ring right there on top of the bill?
Huh?
See the little ring?
No, I understand that part.
Yeah.
That's not the part that I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, do I put a leader on it? Do I do what do I, do I use a snap swivel? Do I use
Nope.
straight, just tight straight on, or
Just
what?
tie it straight on.
Okay, those are things I have to figure out. Do I need to change the style of the poundage of the string I have?
Uh,
That kind of thing.
8 to 12 would be fine.
Well, yeah. Someone told me I should do 6 to, a little bit lighter, but I thought that
You
was
can
you,
you can use 6. No, well, like I said, with that, you're going to use a medium heavy
right?
rod, and you can use either a bait caster or you can use a spinning rod.
Well, the rods I use is that
Yeah.
open face reel thing, and I don't know the names of or reels. I know that mine is a light to medium action.
Hey, Scott.
Hey Scott, how you doing, brother?
I I rarely ever use swivels unless it's going to be with a leader.
Well, that's what I was wondering because if I have a spoon, like those silver spoons that I got, several of those.
Now you can put a leader on it and then put a swivel on there. You can do that.
Okay,
But
yeah. Scott just got done eating supper.
Yeah.
So what'd you have for supper, Scott? No, I told Scott about the ball and chain before we
Yeah.
went live. I sent him a picture.
All right. If you're going to be fishing for bass,
Bass.
get a one-piece rod
Why?
because you will miss so many fish.
I
Trust
don't
me.
like one-piece rods for one reason.
I used to use two-piece all the time, until I went fishing with a buddy of mine and I used one of his one-piece rods. Oh my goodness! I could not believe how many fish I was missing.
Well, the main thing for me is not so much. I just want to represent the lure itself. It's not about my rod. It's about the lure. That's the whole point. Not
Just catching them is the point. Let you know, a two-piece rod, you will lose a lot of sensitivity. So you'll notice you'll hit something or something like that when you're using a reel. Usually you end up snagging, but with a one-piece rod, if you use a drop shot and the weight's on the ground,
okay.
you can
I need
feel
that terminology. I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
What's the drop shot?
Drop shot's going to be that like a wacky worm, robo worm on a hook that is about anywhere between 18 inches to 6 inches below the hook.
Okay. Well, I don't think any of these are going to be a wacky worm.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just using it as an example.
But the thing is, that does not mean there couldn't be one in there somewhere.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of different kinds of lures in here so far.
Yeah.
Now, could a wacky worm be in here? Maybe.
Now, when the fish strikes the bait, I couldn't believe how many times I thought it was just me, bumping into something, and it was actually a fish hitting it.
Well, usually what I do is when I fish, I generally fish with real worms, but I do them a certain way. My dad used to use a syringe with needle
To
and
inflate them.
inject air into the tail of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just throw a hook with a true turn hook, if you know what those are.
Mm-hmm.
And just the true turn hook, the worm with the inflated tail, and that's it. No other weights. And just toss it out and reel it in slowly. He said 9 times out of 10, you catch something before it gets back to you. Well, the thing is, only thing I've got is my expandable one, which I use for backpacking. And like I said, I don't have the budget for a high-end amount of rods. But I mean, I got to use what I've got.
Yeah.
To be fair. And I don't call myself a fisherman, so but you did say I could be a possible angler if I get a fish with each one of these.
Yeah.
So I can at least claim that title technically.
Yeah. Now,
But that's a technicality, not a every week I go do that kind of thing.
I'm about
Because
ready to tell you.
go ahead.
I'm about ready to tell you how to acquire good fishing rods for
Well, I
extremely low
do
prices.
I thrift anyway. That's what I do.
I will not buy a used rod from a secondhand store because I don't know what the history is with it.
Well, that's true. But
Because
all
you'll
I really want to do is attempt to catch a fish with
yeah
each one of these. I am planning on picking up a clear plastic carrying case with enough holders to hold each and one of those where I can mark them 1, 2, 3 through 24. That way I can keep track of how many, well,
oh the lures in the clear case. Oh, I
yeah.
think the
That way,
rods. Rods you want solid color.
no. This one here is going to be, all these lures are going to be in a separate case.
Uh,
They're going to be marked 1 through 24. And when I get something in there, I'm going to put like a little gold star sticker or something like that that shows that I caught a fish on that one. And I'm going to try to record that with my GoPro, with a chest rig or a head mount rig or something like that for my GoPro, where you can see it happen. And I don't plan on keeping any of these. And I also plan on, I expect to lose a few of these due to snags,
mhm.
because the odds are against me catching a fish and keeping every one of them.
Right.
Because the odds are never in my favor.
Now, at the end of the fishing season, usually right around about September, October, you need to walk into Walmart every 3 to 4 days a week.
I know they have those all the rods on sale and stuff like that.
Yeah, you get them on clearance, and that's how you get the good quality one-piece rods. Because they'll take a $100 rod, and they'll sell it for $20,
Yeah, I've seen them do that.
$13.
Clearance items are usually the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, I don't have a lot of space for a lot of rods or anything like that. Now, if I have a choice between bows and rods, you know what I'm going to go for. I'll go with bows because I prefer bows. But I too plan on documenting me catching each of these lures, hopefully a fish of the appropriate type. Now, whether that's going to be true or not remains to be seen. But that's the whole point of the series,
Yeah, because
because
yes,
the challenge of it. I mean, not everybody's going to do a fishing advent calendar everyday thing. So since you got to open it one day at a time, I'm going to catch a fish one lure at a time, and hopefully I catch something. Otherwise, I can fail, or I can not fail. Now, if I do have a day where I don't catch anything because I just either that fish is not available to the area I'm at, or I am just unlucky like that and didn't catch anything, or it could have got snagged. I will put that fishing lure aside until I find a day to where I can try to use it to catch something. But as it stands, I try to catch them in order if I can.
yeah, because I picked up one of my bait casters.
Right?
I do this as a Berkeley cherrywood. I picked it up for $13.
That's a good price.
Okay.
Ian got a really nice bait caster a while back. I can't remember, was it a Garcia, I think?
Abu Garcia. They make good products. Some of the products I've tried in the past, some of their budget stuff. Don't get their budget stuff. Spend the money for their good stuff.
Well, Ian acquired the Abu Garcia at the Watcher County Flea Market.
Yeah.
But okay, before you say, oh, you got to use whatever. No, it was not used. It was new old stock.
Yeah.
Because it was still in the package. It's just the fact that he got it for cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you would consider this used. But I bought this brand spanking new in the package, sealed,
Mm-hmm.
for less than half price. Probably, I think I paid about $5 for this. which is saying a considerable amount. And it does have the.
All right, Chuck. I'm actually going to take a look at that. You're close enough to where you are in Florida. Now, like I said, I ended up getting a Abu Garcia baitcaster. It was like $49. That's the regular price. Okay. I burnt out the clutch, the clutch plates in it in one season.
Yeah, I think Took's actually got a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Survival kits.
There's literally fish here everywhere here where I'm at too.
Well, I think where he's at, there's a lot of canals. You know.
Okay.
Well, I know you got your creek bed. I know you got your creek behind your house. That's
Yeah.
beside the point.
He is about looks like about an hour from my cousin.
Give me a second here. I'm trying to.
He's got a lot of the canals in the area. I mean, a lot. That's a pretty small zip code.
I'm going to change this from satellite to.
Yeah, I'm not going to say where he's at. All right, Took, you can take down that message so nobody can find you.
Well, the thing is, he gives you the city, not the location. His location.
Yeah.
Now he does have a lot of waterways in his area, as most of Florida does.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Yeah, they're hurricane drainage ditches.
Yep, those drainage ditches. I mean, I've watched Mountain. Was it Big Mike, the guy, one of the guys who fishes down there? I can't remember what his name is exactly. I know his name is Mike, and he does a lot of fishing down there. And he goes for like spotted bass and all that stuff down there. And he's done some bow fishing for him as well down there. And he's actually used like the rocket fishing rod as well as the pocket fishing kit, from Rothko. And I think once he even used, those lighter reels, the little little mini fishing poles.
Yeah, the ultralights.
No.
Oh, smaller.
It's a lighter that looks like a fishing reel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He fixed one of those up to use that to catch fish. Now, is it a gimmick? 100%. Did it work? Surprisingly, it did. What exactly is hobo survival?
Oh yeah, gotta pull out the coffee. Yeah, he's definitely in iguana territory.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at the satellite version.
He's not too far from the Donnie FL area. A Saber Tactical.
Yeah, I just pulled up a downtown view, and that's one of the canals. And this canal is like crystal clear.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does that mean I would want to swim in that thing? Oh, hell no. But it does look really interesting. Water's probably really brackish. There's probably gators or something in there. I don't, I don't know what a Crescent basilisk is. I'm assuming it's a fish. What is it that you're showing there, Scott? Okay. I'm subscribed to Hobo Survival. Where's he out of? It does not say. But he joined earlier last year, about a year ago, and he's got 498 subscribers already. That's pretty good for someone just starting out.
The Jesus lizards from South America. Those are funny lizards. They're fun to watch.
Yeah. If you decide to do some hunting for those iguanas or guanas, depending on how you want to pronounce it, if you're Australian.
Iguana?
No, guana. That's what, like Crocodile Dundee.
A goanna.
A goanna, yeah. If they're edible, I would love to see you come up with a guana chili, if you could, if it's possible.
What's that one that the big black and white monitors? I know they got some of those in
Monitor
Florida
lizards?
and Georgia. I cannot remember the name of them.
But the monitor lizards were protected.
Yeah, no, this is an invasive species.
Oh, okay.
They are supposed to be removed on site.
Now, there's something I know that Took could probably do down there: frog hunting. I know they do a lot of crawdad hunting and stuff like that in that area, and then in the Everglades and stuff like that too. Oh yeah, guana chili does sound good. Then, if you can do it, Took, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, you can probably braise it, then put it in with the chili, and let it sit in there and stew for about 4 hours, 5 hours.
If you just happen to have some pest hunter dry rub to go with it, I think it would be even better. But we're waiting for somebody to create some more. That's my non-subtle hint that I want some more when you get a chance. I'm willing to pay for it. That's the thing. You just tell me how much, and I'll send it to you, and we go from there.
Excuse me.
I would love to see someone do some frog hunt, because it's one thing you don't see a lot of is people doing frog hunting anymore.
Louisiana Life, they do that.
Yeah, but not in Florida.
No, they're in Louisiana. I just don't have any places here for me to go frogging.
You don't have frogs in your back creek?
No,
Really?
not the frogs that you eat.
Well, the one I'm going to be on off of a state park lake in the future if I can figure out the funding, which we just got started on. By the way, we just got approved yesterday. Just to let you know, so it was just an offhand comment from Jenny. He says, "Oh, by the way, we got approved." Well, we got what? Okay, but both. I mean, I would love to go bow fishing for frogs because we get some big ones.
Yeah, you guys got some big meows.
I'm sorry you and I didn't get a chance to do that, Jason.
Oh, I know. I wanted to.
Me too.
I might get a chance when I go down for the get together.
Yeah, but you can't bow fish for bullfrogs down your way, can you?
I can shoot them.
You can use your air gun. Yes, I do know that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the same as bows.
But they got to be on land.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not going to shoot them in the water because then I have to go after them. And there's alligators in there.
That's why we use bow fishing reels, and they have lines attached.
Yep.
That's one thing, the bonus side of bow fishing. These lines right here are amazing to have on your freaking arrows. But I do know I'm going to have to crank my tension up to 120 on this thing to make sure nothing gets away. Because that's 200-pound test.
If you forget to open the bail It will break.
No bail.
No, when you push the button, that's the bail release.
Yeah, push the button. Remember, this one is when instead of saying no push button, you push button.
It's those are still spinning reels, by the way.
I don't call them that.
They're just a closed.
Growing up, I called it closed face reel because it's closed.
Yeah.
Open face reels is the other one with the bail. Because technically they don't have a actual bail with the wire bail.
Oh yeah, by the way, in Nebraska, they came up with a new law for the frogs that they have to be 5.5 inches.
That's Nebraska, not Iowa.
Yeah.
I know if we would have had at least 5 hours of bullfrog hunting, we would have had frog legs guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Now, here's the question. What goes with frog legs?
Fries.
What else?
Serious?
Hush puppies.
Yeah, hush puppies, yeah.
I like hush puppies.
Little corn cake. A little bit of corn cakes.
Well, we could deep fry them in cornmeal.
Yeah.
I think they'd be pretty good in cornmeal, wouldn't they?
Well, corn cakes are kind of like a corn. It's kind of a little bit mashed up, but yet still whole.
Well, that's one thing Iowa has is a lot of cornmeal.
A batter.
Well, Scott, you and I are planning on. I want to go bow fishing with you anyway. I've got my good bow fishing set up there, and this is my backup one. I have to get a new reel seat because the reel seat I have is slightly off. I showed you that, Jason. It's like a little bit off kilter. And I found one at Fleet Farm that is like night and day when it comes to picking it up. Because the one at Fleet Farm, I got that one off of either Temu or AliExpress or something, and it's freaking heavy. But the one at Fleet Farm weighs next to freaking nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the exact same thing. You're personally responsible for all that problems there, Took? He goes in the wrong. Well, thank you for taking responsibility, Took.
And now I will be going mute here in a little bit.
Well, I might be stopping earlier because I really got to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished my coffee, or at least I think I did. Not quite yet. It's kind of surprising, but yeah. I'm in full. I still got my boots on, which is something I don't normally do, and I've got to make a run to take Ian up to Marshalltown tomorrow to get his pills.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Took, my Instagram channel is the same as my YouTube channel.
My Instagram channel is the same as my Facebook channel. I think. I have to double check. I forgot. I totally space that sometimes. You know?
Yeah.
Is it bad when you can't? No, it is. I'm Kincaid67 on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But the name I go by is Colan Kincaid, which is the same I use on Facebook. A little weird, but it works. And I one of these days, I'm going to go frog hunting with Jason, or bow fishing with Jason if he gets his arrow set up for his air rifle, which would be really cool. Just saying. Though I'm not sure what we have to do. We definitely got to do a catch and cook on something like that because once you shoot them, you can't. You got to throw them away or eat them.
Yeah, I got to find out if we can do that with stingray here.
Ooh, I've heard stingray is supposed to be pretty good. Parts of it.
Well, they use it as a substitute for scallops.
Well, there's a guy on YouTube that I've been following called Field Days. He's from Australia, and he survives. He goes into like deserted islands on a kayak and survives for like 2-3 days up to a week. And he doesn't have a bow fishing setup like your standard setup, like everybody else does.
Yeah.
He actually just takes arrows and a recurve takedown bow with him and shoots the fish. He doesn't have a string attached. He just shoots them like he's hunting them. And stingrays are part of the ones he shoots. He does have a crab hook he carries for getting the big freaking crabs, but he survives on these places without food for like 3 or 4 days, easy. And he comes out heavier than when he went in, because there's one he got a whole bunch of little tiny crabs and he boiled them in a coconut.
Okay.
Using the coconut water.
Yeah.
He just cut off the top, threw them in, boiled it in the coconut shell. And with the coconut, on the inside and the oil, the coconut water and everything else, he threw some other things that he found, and it made a little soup, basically. Yeah, he was in a lot of shallow water, and he goes after mullet. He goes after all these different fish, like sea trout. I didn't know that was a thing until that channel, but I think it's called Field Days. You should check him out. I mean, I like the fact that it's bow fishing, and it gives me it's helped me try to learn a new skill set. And I've always thought that bow fishing should translate into small game hunting, technically, for one reason. In a survival situation, you cannot afford to lose something you shoot at. Especially if you hit something with it, it's not going anywhere because it's attached to you. Now, are you going to go for a small pig or something like that? I wouldn't. But a squirrel, rabbit, whatever, maybe even a turkey, if you're really feeling adventurous, sure, go for it. But that way,
you should get the hog than the turkey.
It would be interesting. It would be loud. But with the way those fishing arrows are with the barbs on them, it's not getting pulled out anytime soon once it's impaled. Be well, Scott. Thank you for coming, brother.
Later, Scott.
I'll keep you guys informed on what I find out from the loan place we're trying to apply for. Because I got VA benefits stuff I'm going to try to use.
Yeah.
Because we get bonuses for being first-time homeowners and veterans here in Iowa, which is a really good bonus thing for us. So that's that. On that note, I am starting to get tired. I almost yawned just now, which is really saying something since I'm drinking coffee. But I'm going to let say goodnight to everybody. I know it's a little early, but I really need to get some sleep. So I'm going to say thank you, Jason, for coming up. I really appreciate you co-hosting with me.
You're welcome.
I know you got to do your thing offline, so you're going to be talking anyway. So this will give you a little bit more freedom to do that. So thank you for Took, CR, Ground Fog, King, who was in here, Scott, obviously, Molly. I saw her in the chat. I'm not sure who else was in here. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Howie.
Yeah, Howie.
Howie was here.
CR.
CR. Thank you. That's everybody. I got everybody covered, I believe. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you being here. I will catch you tomorrow, hopefully, on Jason's Live.
Yep.
And we'll find out more about what's going on with him and the air rifles and see if he's got any new rodent rat hunt.
I think tomorrow is going to be food.
Okay, what are you making?
I don't know yet.
Are you doing something a little bit more gourmet, or what? Because you do have a more exotic palate than I do.
Yeah.
And exotic does not mean bad, folks. He's very, very good. Bye, Molly. I will see everybody later.
Bye.
Good night. We're out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tschüss.